Happy Thursday, everybody. Hope you're having a great day. Most importantly, got a day and a half to the weekend. Thank God. I've been looking forward to the weekend so much. Not because I have anything special planned, but because this week has just been crap. That's all it's been. Hope it's a good day where you are. Here in Southeast Texas, we got an overcast, cool day. I don't know how much winter we got left, but looks like it's coming to an end pretty soon. Not too cold out, just nice enough. All right, so we're going to go from last Sunday to last night. Basketball, baseball, softball. Got some news items. One thing we talked about last time, a lot of these teams on the bubble, on the fence, whatever you want to call it, a lot of them are doing what they need to do to make the tournament. A lot of them aren't. A lot of them right there are going to fall off on the wrong side of the bubble, wrong side of the fence. Glad I'm not one of those fans because you know how pissed off people get. Anyway, let's go over some news items before we start. Hit the subscribe button down there wherever you are. Start off the news, man, with some sad news. I'm sure everybody saw this. 3 University of Wyoming members of the swim team and dive team killed in a car crash right around the Wyoming-Colorado border. Charlie Clark, Carson Muir, and Luke Slabber. I don't know any details of what happened. Apparently, something about they left the road and overcorrected, and I think they said the car might have flipped a couple times, but horrible for these kids. I mean, he's right there in the prime of their life. They're in their late teens, early 20s, and this happens. Prayers to them, prayers to their teammates, the school, their friends and family. Horrible tragedy when it's a horrible tragedy when people die, but when they're young like that, man, life's just basically starting when you hit your 20s, So prayers to all of them. This is horrible. Old Dominion basketball coach Jeff Jones, he's retiring after 32 years. Actually suffered a heart attack earlier in the season. I think if I remember right, happened when they were playing a tournament in Hawaii. He actually began treatment for prostate cancer also. He won the ACC championship at Virginia in 1995, took Virginia to 5 NCAA tournaments, including an Elite 8, won 4 Patriot League titles while at American University, and won Conference USA championship with Old Dominion. Took his teams to the NCAA tournament 8 times. His final record, 560 to 418. Congratulations, Coach Jeff Jones. Enjoy your retirement. Fishing, golf, hanging out with grandkids, whatever it is. Hope you enjoy it. Hope you have fun. Dukes, Filipowski. Remember he was injured by that fan during Wake Forest's court storming after Wake Forest beat him last Saturday. He injured his knee with a collision with a fan. I think we all heard about that and seen that. He says he thinks it was intentional, just a fan gone wild. As of Tuesday, he was still sore, but he did play last night and helped Duke win. Coaches and other leaders across the country, they are calling for stop to court storming. I mean, I don't know how I feel about this. It's cool to be out there when your team wins a big game like that, but sometimes it just gets out of hand. It really does. So I don't know what they're going to do about it. They're talking about, I know some of the conferences fine schools. I really don't think you're going to make a difference if you take that win away that they just won. Maybe that'll stop it. Maybe not, who knows. But something's got to be done because it does get out of hand sometimes. MAC Conference, they vote to and accept UMass as its 13th member for the 25-26 season. The move will leave Notre Dame and UConn as the only independents left in football. Army is joining the AAC, so they're leaving independent status. UMass in basketball has been in the Atlantic 10 since 1976. Wow. Men's lacrosse will stay. They'll stay and compete in the Atlantic 10. All the other teams are at UMass. Going to go to the MAC now, which MAC's a good conference. I mean, they play good football lately. They play good basketball. See how they fit in there. Kansas head football coach Lance Leopold he gets a raise for all his good deeds from $5 million to $7 million a year. So they like what he's doing there. They want to keep him there. So they gave him a raise. Good for him. All right, so we're going to go back to Sunday. Nebraska, they moved to 19-8. They beat Minnesota 18-18, who was 17-9 on Sunday. 73-55, not a good week for Minnesota. We'll go over that in a minute. Minnesota only 31% from the field in that one. Nebraska hit 9 3-pointers. Number 3, Purdue beat Michigan 84-76. Edey does it again, 35 points, 15 rebounds. Michigan, they did shoot 48% from the field and made 9 3-pointers. Just couldn't win. Number 7, Marquette beat Xavier 88-64. Marquette's Cam Jones scored his second straight 34-point game. Couldn't read my writing there. So 2 games in a row, he shot 34 points. Nice. 16-12, St. John's beat number 15 Creighton, 80-66. St. John's shot 47% from the field. Creighton only shot 40%. St. John's, 18 points off of turnovers in that one. 21-5, South Florida beat 19-9 SMU, 79-68. I watched that game. That was a good game. Pryor for South Florida, 19 points, 9 rebounds. Miguel, 18 points. Both of them came off the bench to do that. 20-8, Memphis beat 21-7, Florida Atlantic by 4. Memphis, 18 points off of turnovers. Southern Illinois, they moved to 19-10. They beat Evansville by 12. 15-14, American, they beat 20-9 Colgate by 2. American hit 9 3-pointers, had 12 points off of turnovers in that one. 12-16, Ryder beat 19-8 Quinnipiac by 10. Ryder's James, 30 points in that game. Fairfield, 18-10, they beat Siena by 24. Cleveland State, they moved to 17-12, beat Rob Morris by 2. Youngstown State, they moved to 21-9. They beat Green Bay 71-59. 17-12, Wright State beat 19-11 Oakland by 21. Wright State hit 9 3-pointers in that game. UAB, they were 18-9. They beat Tulane 78-67. 16-12, Ohio State beats 17-11 Michigan State by 3. Ohio State only 38% from the field, but they did get 12 points off of turnovers. Michigan State, they start off kind of slow. They started making a run. Now they're losing. What the heck's going on there? VCU, 18-9. They beat St. Joseph 73-69. Let's see. Baseball. Had a few upsets in baseball this week. Number 5, TCU beat number 20 UCLA 13-3. TCU's Bowen had a 2-run home run and hit 2 RBI singles. Gonzaga beat number 6 Vanderbilt 9-8. Gonzaga actually had less hits at this game than Vanderbilt did. I guess Vanderbilt's Whistler didn't help them. Number 11 East Carolina beat number 15 North Carolina 10-9. Wichita State beat number 18 Iowa 12-6. Softball, number 1 Oklahoma, they won a doubleheader. They shut out both Seattle and Loyola Marymount. Number 5 Tennessee beat Hawaii 10-2. Then they lost to number 19 UCLA 6-2 in their tournament. Number 6 Duke won a doubleheader. They beat Villanova and Albion. Moving on to Monday, basketball. Number 9 North Carolina beat Miami by 4. Davis for North Carolina, 42 points, career high for him. Number 15 Baylor beat 19-9 TCU 62-54. Baylor 38% from the field. TCU only shot 33% from the field. Baylor hit 9 3-pointers. TCU did score 22 points off of turnovers, but couldn't win. 18-11 Drexel beat 17-12 Delaware by 10. 17-4 Kansas State beat 9-19 West Virginia by 4 in overtime. Kansas State 15 3-pointers in that one. But West Virginia did shoot 13 3-pointers. Just needed a few more. 19-9 Norfolk State beat Morgan State by 3. McNeese, boy, they keep winning. 25-3 beat Lamar by 2. Lamar actually led this game by 6 at halftime. Going to be interesting to see how McNeese does in this tournament. See if they can knock off any big guys in this one. Texas A&M Corpus Christi, they moved to 18-10. They beat Houston Christian 91-79. 13-6 Campbell beat 20-8 UNC Wilmington by 5 in 2 overtimes. Campbell's De La Rosa, 34 points, 11 rebounds. Nice win there for Campbell. 13-16, I don't think that's going to help them. You never know what that committee's going to do. Maybe if they mow down the rest of the season through their conference tournament, who knows. Mississippi Valley State, they joined Detroit Mercy by winning their first game of the year. Beat Prairie View A&M by 6. Ends a 29-game losing streak for Mississippi Valley State. So congratulations, guys. You are not going to be shut out this season. Monday baseball, there were no upsets. There weren't any softball games on Monday. Tuesday basketball, number 1 Houston beat Cincinnati 67-59. No Cincinnati player had more than 11 points in this game. 28 BYU beat number 7 Kansas 76-68. Kansas actually led by 6 at halftime. Hall and Robinson for BYU, 18 points each. Dickinson for Kansas, 17 points, 11 rebounds. Both teams shot 39% from the field. BYU, 13 three-pointers in this one. Kansas did have more points in the paint. They scored 36 points in the paint. BYU also had more fouls. They had 25 fouls, and they scored 8 points off of turnovers, but still managed to beat Kansas. Number 16, Kentucky beat 19-9 Mississippi State by 2. Mississippi State actually led by 8 points. 8 points at halftime. Shepard for UK came off the bench, 32 points, 5 rebounds, 7 assists. Number 20, San Diego State beat San Jose State 78-64. Leedy, I think that's his name, right? Leedy, San Diego State, 27 points, 11 rebounds. Number 21, Dayton beat Davidson 80-66. Number 22, Utah State beat Fresno State 77-73 in overtime. Fresno State, I think it's safe to say the 20 points they scored off of turnovers kept them in this game, kept them from being upset. Syracuse, 19-10, they beat Vatech 84-71. Clemson moved to 28-8. They beat 18-10 Pittsburgh by 7. 3 Clemson players had 15 points in that game. 15-3 Indiana beat 18-10 Wisconsin by 4. Indiana's Ware, 27 points, 11 rebounds. They hit 10 three-pointers in this one. Wisconsin, another team to start off strong. They've kind of faded a little bit. They keep winning, but they also keep losing games they shouldn't. 12-16 Fordham beat 18-10 George Mason by 1. Neither team scored over 19 points in the first half. It was 19-18 at halftime. UMass, we just talked about them moving to the MAC conference. 18-10 beat George Washington 69-57. Let's see here. 18-10 St. Bonaventure. 18-10 St. Bonaventure beat 20-8 Loyola Chicago 79-64. Banks III for St. Bonaventure, 26 points, and he came off the bench to do that. They shot 45% from the field and scored 24 points off of turnovers. Aston for Loyola Chicago, leading scorer, 12 points. 38% from the field. They did hit 10 three-pointers, but 16-12 Ohio beat 20-8 Akron, 74-67. Ohio, 14 points off of turnovers. 10-18 Northern Illinois beat 17-11 Toledo by 3. 14-14 Miami of Ohio beat 17-11 Bowling Green, 66-58. 11-17 Notre Dame beat 18-10 Wake Forest by 5. Wake Forest was better in all categories except they had more turnovers, which the Irish scored 14 off those turnovers. 15-13 Florida State beat 17-11 NC State by 7. 18-10 Texas beat 19-9 Texas Tech 81-69. Texas 46% from the field. Texas Tech only 36%. And during that game, referees were reviewing a play. Texas Tech fans started throwing crap on the court, so they had to delay that to clean up the court. So, way to go. Iowa, they moved to 17-12. They beat Penn State 90-81. Is it Iowa's beating teams that you wouldn't think they would? Is this push with and they made a late season push? Is it too late for them? 17-12. I don't know. You never know what that committee's going to do. They put people in that shouldn't be in. They leave people out that should be in. So who knows? I mean, Ain't no telling what's going to happen. Keep an eye on it, though. UNLV 17-10. They beat Wyoming by 6 in overtime. Boise State 20-8. They beat Arizona State, or they beat Air Force. I'm sorry. Boise State beat Air Force 79-48. 23-6. Nevada beat 20-9 Colorado State 77-74. Nevada's Lucas 23.7 rebounds. Stevens for Colorado State 23 points, 5 rebounds, 6 assists. Nevada 41% from the field, where Colorado State was 48%. Nevada hit 10 3-pointers in that one. Colorado State did have more points in the paint. They had 12. But Nevada, 17 points off of turnovers. So, baseball has some upsets in baseball. Stetson beat number 4 Florida 7-4. Stetson's Cueto and De La Cruz each hit 2-run singles. Number 5 TCU beat Washington State 8-7 in 12 innings. Each team had 16 hits in that game. Old Dominion beat number 11 East Carolina 6-5. Number 16 Alabama beat UAB 9-7. Took 10 innings to do that. Purdue Fort Wayne beat number 20 Indiana 9-6. Number 22 Coastal Carolina beat number 21 Campbell 9-2. And Pepperdine beat number 24 UC Santa Barbara 10-9. Young baseball season. We're already starting to see some crazy stuff happen. So it's probably going to be a damn good baseball season. Pay attention to it. And softball, number 6 Oklahoma State beat South Dakota State in a doubleheader 11-2. Second game they won 10-0. And to last night, basketball. Number 4 Tennessee beat number 11 Auburn 92-84. Tennessee's Nick 39 points, hit 5 3-pointers in that one. Auburn's Broom, he was the leading scorer, 23 points, 9 rebounds, 5 assists. Tennessee 51% from the field. Auburn was 46. Both teams hit 9 3-pointers in this game. Tennessee, better free throw shooting. They shot 77% from the free throw line. Auburn only shot 75. Tennessee, this could have been the key of the game. 7 more rebounds than Auburn, but they also had 18 points off of turnovers. And being that they only lost by 8, I'd say that's probably the key of the game. Number 5 Marquette beat 18-10 Providence 91-69. Providence never led. Marquette actually led by 28 at one point. Battle of the Desert. Number 6 Arizona beats Arizona State 85-67. Arizona, all 5 starters have double-digit points. Balo, 13 rebounds on that one. Number 8 Iowa State beat 19-9 Oklahoma 58-45. Crazy game. You'll listen to this. No Iowa State starters had over 8 points in this game. Watron and Jones, they came off the bench. They had double-digit points. Iowa State shot 33% from the field. So did OU. OU shot 33% from the field. Did shoot 63% from free throw line. There were 37 total fouls in this game between Iowa State and Oklahoma. Crazy game. I didn't see it, but just reading about it, crazy. Number 10, Duke beat Louisville 84-59. Duke 56% from the field. They hit 11 3-pointers. Like we said, Phil Palski, he was back. Number 12, Creighton beat 18-10 Seton Hall by 21. Creighton's Kalkbrenner, 23 points. Shearman, 20 points in that one. Number 13, Illinois beat 17-11 Minnesota, 105-97. Shannon Jr. for Illinois, 29 points. Domask, 22 points. Hawkins, 22 points for the Illini. Number 14, Alabama beat 19-9 Ole Miss, 103-88. Ole Miss actually led by 3 at halftime. Number 18, South Carolina beat Texas A&M by 2. USC's Zachary Davis, he made a layup with 3 seconds left to seal the deal over Texas A&M. Number 24, Florida beat Missouri 83-74. Samuel for Florida, 28 points, 10 rebounds. Poland had 21 points. 19-9, VCU beat Rhode Island 88-67. Bamsil, VCU, came off the bench, 24 points in that game. 22-9, Youngstown State beat Detroit Mercy 69-55. Time running out for Detroit Mercy to get a second win this year. 25-5, Appalachian State beat Old Dominion 89-64. High Point, they moved to 24-6. They beat Winthrop by 4 in overtime. Northwestern, they moved to 20-8. They beat Maryland by 7. Martinelli for Northwestern, 27 points in this game, career high. Stetson, 19-11. They beat Jacksonville, 86-72. Colgate looking good. They're 21-9 now. They beat Holy Cross, 77-58. 20-10 Chattanooga beat Mercer, 84-75. Chattanooga Zydeck, 24 points. 21-9 Western Carolina beat Furman, 85-77. 21-9 UC Greensboro beat VMI, 158. 16-14 Wofford beat 25-5. Samford, 91-69. Wofford hit 16 three-pointers in that game. They also had more rebounds than Samford. 19-11 Purdue Fort Wayne beat Wright State by 2 in overtime. 27-3 James Madison beat Georgia State, 84-78. 19-9 Colorado beat Cal by 10. 12-17 Wichita State beat 18-10 UAB, 74-66. Wichita State's Rogers, 29 points in that one. He hit 5 three-pointers. Rounding up Wednesday, 24-6 Drake beat 11-19 UIC. Took 3 overtimes to do it, though. Belmont, 18-12 beat Murray State, 83-61. 25-5 Indiana State beat Evansville, 85-67. I think Indiana State would be ranked again. Remember the first time since, 1976 or some crazy stuff like that. Got ranked for a week. Lost a couple games. Lost their ranking. Wonder if they'll get ranked again before the regular season's over. 21-9 Bradley beat 19-11 Southern Illinois, 86-67. 21-7 Richmond beat St. Louis, 80-64. Lipscomb, they moved to 19-11. They beat Bellarmine, 90-74. Pruitt for Lipscomb, 27 points in that game. 20-10 Troy beat 7-13 Louisiana, 87-73. Louisiana, who's a decent team, they've lost their last 4. They've only won like 2 out of the last 6. They're starting to fade off. La Tech, they're 21-8, beat 19-8 Western Kentucky, 90-84. 21-8 Virginia beat Boston College, 72-68. Oregon moved to 19-9, beat their rival Oregon State by 7. Baseball yesterday, no upsets really. Ranked teams that should have won one. But softball, number 3 Virginia, top 10 win, beat number 9 Clemson 2-1. Although Clemson's Cagle, she threw 10 strikeouts in that game, still couldn't come up with a win. That is it. We will be back Sunday probably. We're going to go over what happens tonight, tomorrow night, and Saturday, and then we'll do a preview of the upcoming week. Hang in there. Weekend's almost here. Got a day and a half. Stay busy. Do whatever you got to do to make the time go by fast. Be safe. We will see you back next time.